Hi everyone, it is me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor, here today with a wonderful shop here in Toluca Lake, and as you can guess behind us, it does deal with computer repairs. So stay tuned and we're going to get right into business. Hi everyone, it's me, Corrie Sommers, your local Los Angeles luxury realtor, and I'm here today with Blake, the owner of PCMAC Tech, located here in Toluca Lake. The business has been here, we were talking the other day, you've been here for a little over 10 years, right?
Yes.
What made you open up here in Toluca Lake?
Well, I started off as a mobile company, and I live in the area, so a lot of my clients are here already.
Okay.
And so it made sense to open up here, and then there was also no other computer companies in the area, so I wasn't stepping on anyone's toes.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you find that being in the Toluca Lake area, apart from the residents that live here, are you servicing the studios at all?
Yeah, we do actually service, we do a lot of jobs over at Universal Studios and Warner Brothers and Disney when they get a little, I guess, backed up with their own IT staff. So
Right,
we get
okay.
some jobs over there every once in a while.
Nice. We service the clientele here in Toluca Lake and some of the studios, and you live here. How long have you lived in Toluca Lake?
I've been here probably about 12 years now.
12 years.
About
okay.
12.
And what made you move over to this area?
Well, I mean, this is kind of where I ended up. I'm from Canada, so I mean, I had a friend that was in Simi Valley, and I stayed with him for a year when I first moved to California, and then when I moved to Toluca Lake, North Hollywood area, actually, part of Toluca Lake. There's two sections. There's Burbank. There's North Hollywood. So I ended up finding a great place to rent out. It was $650 a month.
Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah,
all
for
inclusive.
sure.
Yeah, and I remember I just hooked everyone up on the west wing of the building with high-speed internet.
Nice.
And I charged everyone like $20 a
Nice.
month for it, and so that subsidized my rent. So it was pretty much free, and I was able to save a lot of money. And then that's when the company got big enough, I ended up coming to this place right here.
Fantastic. I did not realize you were from Canada. I don't detect that Canadian A thing going on at all.
Right, you know, it's over a decade of being here, but I can switch back and forth, as you can see.
That's okay. What do you like most about the Toluca Lake area?
I just really like it's very family oriented. It's very peaceful. It's kind of like a small town inside of a big city.
Exactly.
And the people here are really outgoing, and there's a lot happening for such a small area, and a lot of actors live around here too. Pretty famous actors that it's pretty interesting. You know, they come in and
You're like, oh, I know him from somewhere.
yeah, it's like, oh, well, that's Steve Carell. Oh, wait a second, what does he need?
Nice. Well, since you kind of brought that up, I do want to get into one of the bigger questions about, you know, what's the oddest thing that's happened to you here. But I first want to just mention exactly where you're located, between what streets here on Riverside.
I would just like to say it's been kind of an interesting 10 years in the area. I've got to meet a lot of friends here. Most of my friends, actually, to this day are from here.
Okay.
So it's kind of been like a really family type experience, you know, because like a lot of my friends are closer to me than family, and I met them here, so it's kind of a special place for me here.
Nice.
Now, as far as like the oddest thing that's ever happened, or maybe the craziest thing that's ever happened, I had we're big Star Wars fans here, and there was a time when George Lucas just walked into the shop.
That's amazing.
And I was just like looking at him, and he just kind of like had his hands in his pocket, and he looked up and he's just like, what kind of shop is this? And I was like, your new computer shop? Whenever you're in town, what are you doing here? And he was like, oh, I'm just having lunch with my daughter at Sweet Salt. And I was like, and can we have pictures with you? Because and he's like, he just went, okay, just shrugged his shoulders and said, okay. And so all the staff were lucky, and we got photos with George Lucas, and it's on our Facebook page if you ever want to check it out.
I will say this, I grew up a huge Star Wars fan, so I would have been totally excited too.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm going to pan through before, so wait till the very end of the video because I'm going to pan through the shop. But what's interesting, apart from this being a computer shop, he's got this really cool collection of Legos with Star Wars stuff. So it's very, very cool, and I want you guys to all see that. So make sure you stay to the end. So that was the most interesting thing, most remarkable thing, huh?
It was one of the most memorable things, but yeah, I mean, it's always pretty cool when some of your favorite Marvel actor characters come in and need their iPad fixed or something.
Yeah.
That's always an enlightening thing that happens throughout the day. And so there's a couple of events that we host here every year. One is the May the 4th Be With You event, which is on May 4th.
Nice.
And that's a Star Wars party, so we usually have a bunch of characters from the various Star Wars movies here, R2-D2, C-3PO, Chewbacca, etc., etc. And then there's the Grinch Gives Back, which is during the Toluca Lake Merchant Open House in December.
Yep.
And that is where the Grinch, you can come take pictures of the Grinch, and it's a big charity event that we raise funds for charity. So,
do you have a lot of kids that come up for that one?
yeah, there's a ton of kids, and one year we had the actual Lucy Lou, I think, or Lucy. Oh man, you're gonna have to edit this out. But one year we had the I think it was called Lucy Who, from Whoville, like the one that played in the Jim Carrey rendition of it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so one year she came and actually took a picture of the Grinch, so that was kind of
awesome.
interesting.
Yeah. And it's funny because when you were mentioning the May the 4th be with you, I don't know if you've seen this, but whenever I'm cutting through, coming from the 101 and I cut through Burbank and you pass by Warner Brothers, the Mandalorian is out on his skateboard with baby, the baby Yoda, and it cracks me up every time. I take video, I take photos, I post it up. I think it is the best, regional marketing thing to do ever. It's so fun.
Yeah, I mean, he's a big advocate for Star Wars, and he always gives me the 2-finger salute whenever he comes flying by the shop,
Yeah, it's awesome to see. So you went on 2 key events that you guys do every year, which is awesome. Do you have anything coming up, being that they're about to reopen next month and things are kind of get a little bit looser? Is there anything that you're planning, any specials, like a computer check or something like that for people?
I mean, we can just do for first-time customers. Usually, what we do is a 20% off on anything, any service provided. So we're going to extend that through the month of June and July for any new customers that want to come by and check us out.
Before I let you go, can you share a couple of just general computer maintenance tips, like whether it's Apple or a PC? How often should people have a professional like you check out their computer to clear it or look for bugs and viruses or just general memory or something?
Oh, okay. I mean, really, you should probably take your computer in for a tune-up at least once a year, PC or Mac. PCs tend to be a little bit more problematic because they can get viruses, whereas Macs can just get, they can get some adware and some spyware, things like that. But they tend to be a little bit more stabler. Now, here's another interesting thing. Most computers pre-2015, they would come with an ATA hard drive. That's a drive with spinning discs inside of it and little heads that move. So we've been doing a lot of upgrades on those older machines to solid state drives, and those are drives with no moving parts. And that just brings your computer up to today's computing standards and also makes it 10 times faster.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so I know for me, my computer is my livelihood. I sell real estate, all my contacts, my relationships, my newsletters, everything is in there. So I noticed you guys have what seems to be really tight security. You've got cameras around here. Share a little bit about that so everyone understands how safe leaving their computer, their iPad, or whatever that needs to be worked on is in your shop.
Right, so all of our client computers that are kept overnight, say they have to maybe take 2 or 3 days, sometimes they're a week, But anything that's here that's client related is locked up in a big thick safe in the back. And so if somebody does end up thinking they can get in here, they're only going to end up with trying to get our computers that are out, but they're all tethered to the desk. So I mean, it has happened. People, you know, try to break in here and grab stuff, but everything's tethered to the desk, and you know, they can't get anything.
Perfect. So your computer or your iPhone or iPad is safe here and will be locked up, and it does a great job. So if you don't have any problems, but you're thinking you just want to be proactive in your maintenance, like me, it's your livelihood, maybe schedule an annual checkup, tune-up. So Blake, I really want to thank you again for taking some time with me today. I'm super excited to know that there's someone so close by, because in the past for me, like I've shipped it off to the vendor and like was out of computer for like a month, and that was horrible. So to know that you're so close is fantastic. Thank you again. And what are your hours here? And do people need to, you know, schedule an appointment before bringing in their computer? Can they just drop by?
Well, typically we're open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. and that was Monday through Friday, and 12 to 5 on Saturdays. But temporarily, because we've had a lot of workload come in, and we did lose some staff to Republican states over the last year. So yeah, we've reduced our hours from 11 to 6 Tuesdays through Friday, and then secretly closed Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays for temporary.
Okay. So like, let's say someone's watching this and they're thinking, I need to do a tune-up or something's wrong with my computer. Would it be better to call you first and then schedule a time to bring it in, or should they just drop by?
Yeah, drop-ins are welcome during those times. And you can call ahead to inquire if it's, you know, you're wondering if it's something we do or not. Mostly we do everything, but it doesn't hurt to call and ask, especially if you're out of the area.
Okay. So all of the store's contact information is below, and so you can definitely call. I would say on a rare occasion email if it's after hours or something like that, maybe an urgent response, right?
Yes.
But thank you so much again. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, be sure to do that before you go. Click the subscribe button below, and we'll be back next week.
Okay.